3-0, Ruben Amorim walk, bro. Just walk. Like, this is over, innit? This is over. This is just a long breakup at this point. This guy is an absolute disgrace. The relationship is not working out. It's better for both of us if you just move on, bro. Why are you prolonging the inevitable? Because that's exactly what's happening right now. This guy is an absolute disgrace. There's nothing about him that is a Manchester United player. I mean, a Manchester United manager. Not his attitude, not his team selections, not his substitutions, not the way he manages players, not even the way he speaks about the situations, bro. This guy is the king, yeah, of over elaboration, oversharing. This guy went on some flipping monologue. I'm seeing quotes about Kobe Mino in the lead up to the game, about all this information about Kobe that we don't fucking need from him. It's very clear that you just don't want to play the guy because you don't like him. So cut the crap, innit? Kobe needs to do this. Kobe needs to do this. Maybe he's not used to fighting for his place. Maybe I see things differently. I know he played for England. Cut the crap. There is not a world that a Bruno and a Garte is starting in a double pivot, yeah, but you need to justify to anyone why Kobe Mino's not playing, bro. Just say you don't like him, innit? Just say you don't like him. Because there's not a world, there's not a reason why Kobe is not playing ahead of Ugarte. Bruno, nobody's going to talk about Bruno's piss poor performance because nobody does. Bruno Fernandes is the most overrated player to have played for Manchester United in the last 5 years. For sure. Consistently overstate his importance to the team. Consistently overstate his level of performance. Consistently overstate his level of ability. He is very fortunate, yeah, that he came to Manchester United at a time where the team was in complete disarray. We had managers that never really had control of what was going on. We had owners and people on the board that weren't really in control of what was coming on. And he came in, yeah, amongst the chaos and somehow made himself an integral part of it. Somehow, bro. You know when them armies go in and mash up places and then the rebel group just take over, blood? Bruno was the head of the resistance, fam. Man just came in and said, yo, everything mash up, bro. We're just going to run our thing now. All of a sudden, man's in senior leadership groups. That rat that ain't won nothing in his career, blood. Nothing of any note, blood. I think we've lost 2 European finals with this brother. Nothing player, but nobody's going to talk about how pathetic he was today because it doesn't fit the narrative. And then you feel sorry for the attackers like Ahmad and Mbumo and Sesko and then Xerxes when he came on, because there's absolutely no platform to build off for these players. You've got Lenny Euro and Delit, Mazraoui, all of this talent. Even Dorgu's a decent left back, bro. He's not a wing back, but as a left back in a 4, I can see him doing a solid job. There's no platform for these guys to perform. There's actually no platform. Like, all of these guys, yeah, if they have a good game for Manchester United, it's in spite of the fact that the managers put them out there, square pegs, round holes, put them in a position really where the odds are against them in terms of the likelihood that they're going to perform well. This manager has not improved a single player since he's been here. He hasn't unlocked any potential. He hasn't got the best out of any single player. Brian Mbumo is an inside forward being utilised as a number 10. He's absolutely not a number 10. And people talk about us getting overrun in midfield, but the profiles that he uses in the positions that he claims he knows how to coach is very, very frightening, because I don't know why it is that he can't identify the best players to play in this position in his system, but people like me especially that, one, don't like his system, and two, don't think it should be used, I still understand that in order to get the best out of players, he can't be the guy that they use there. And I'm not a fucking genius. So it's almost like this manager's trying to sabotage us on purpose, because this is what it feels like right now. I don't know if he is bitter about something, that he didn't get his own way in the summer, or something didn't go quite right and he's trying to punish us for it, because I feel like you can't be this shit by accident, innit? Like, this manager is so bad and so stubborn, yeah. He was willing to sit in his own shit. He's just sitting in it. Man shit himself, and instead of changing his clothes, man's just sitting in it, bro. You're just sitting in the shit. So I can only assume that he likes the shit, bro. I can only assume he likes it. Like, this has to have been the plan for him. Because we're in relegation form again. A man is saying 4 points in 4 games. That is relegation form. We are on course, yeah? We are on the same trajectory that we were on last season. And even though it's early in the season and some people won't be worried, you see, in the Premier League, shit can go sideways real quick. We got Chelsea next. If we go lose to Chelsea, all of a sudden, we've lost 3 games out of 5. All of a sudden, just like that, you've lost 3 out of 5. Lost 3, drawn 1, 1-1. All of a sudden, it's panic stations. And a little win, yeah, and it's not inevitable. A little win against Brentford don't change that. Even though there's no guarantee that we're going to beat Brentford, because Brentford just took points off Chelsea. There are no easy games for Manchester United right now. And all of these games become more difficult when you've got an absolute moron like Ruben Amorim in charge, bro. I don't want to hear no more excuses for this manager. Tracing a goal, I know what we'll do. Put on Harry Maguire. How many times have you seen it since this manager's been here? We finished the game with Maguire and Shaw on the pitch, and you wonder why we conceded the way we conceded. It's like, it's 2 steps forward as a club. It will always be 1 step back with Ruben Amorim. We have to fuck this guy off, bro. Like, what are we actually doing? I could sit here and talk about the game of football, but the truth is, the game of football's not important. We lost 3-0. It could have been more. Lineup's not good enough. Substitution's not good enough. When we made the changes and Xerxes, Casemiro and Kobe came on, I know 3 of our better players, to think that we started a game that we wanted to win, allegedly, without them on the pitch tells its own story. When they came on, the football improved. Shock. Here's the thing though. The game itself doesn't matter. The season itself doesn't matter. The fixture list doesn't matter. The signings to a certain degree don't matter. As long as we've got Ruben Amorim in charge, yeah, we will always be swimming upstream, bruv. We'll be swimming against the current, bro. This guy is a fucking net negative, bro. This is what it is. We're walking up a downward escalator with this manager. That's what we're doing. We ain't going nowhere fast with this guy. He's a fucking loser, bro. And he's surrounded by a bunch of yes men as well. No one in his team are there to say to him, yo, this ain't working, let's try a thing. This bro played Ahmad and Mbumo in the 10s. Ahmad on the left, bro. Even though he wasn't hugging the touchline, he was inverting. Brother, you got Xerxes there. And then we finished the game. You moved Bruno into the 10. Bruv, Bruno can't play there. Like, what are we doing? This guy keeps trying the same things, yeah, and expecting different results. Mazraoui right wing back, bro. Are you absolutely kidding me? As soon as I saw the lineup, yeah, not only was I not surprised, but I said in the build up to this game, guys, think of the most negative lineup that you can think of and probably assume that's what the manager's going to do. Mazraoui right wing back. I was right, unfortunately. Didn't want to be right. Ugarte starting. Because I thought, you know what, he's not going to play Cass against Man City, and he's not going to play Kobe because he doesn't rate them as runners. So Ugarte was the obvious choice. And now this manager's come out saying that Kobe Mino's got compete with Cass, Ugarte and Bruno from midfield place. When only a month ago, not even a month ago, only a few weeks ago, it was he's got to compete with Bruno for one place, because Bruno's basically the ball playing player and he's Bruno's understudy and he needs to fight for his place. And it's like, the harder that Kobe works, the more man are pulling the rug from underneath him, saying, oh yeah, well, you gotta compete with this guy as well and this guy as well. And I'm just waiting for the bullshit quotes to come out after this game and say, individual mistakes or unlucky or fine margins. It was nothing of the sort. We got battered. And the reason why we got battered is because this manager sets up the fucking team like an absolute fool. The space between the midfield and the defense, the midfield and the attack, the space in between the lines is way too big. We've got players like Ugarte and Bruno that watch the ball. They're ball watchers. Not compact enough. For Doku's assist, he ran off the back of Ugarte because these men are just standing there in space, either not knowing or just not being intelligent enough to understand when they need to go. Ball watching. This is on the manager more than anyone, because we watched a defensive masterclass from Burnley and they were very, very unlucky to concede the goal. I mean, they had the penalty and the goal late on. Setting up a team to defend is not difficult. There was that little thing, the clip with Michael Owen and Rio Ferdinand going viral recently, and he was saying, yo, bro, destroying is a lot more easier than creating. And he used the analogy of the house. He said, I won't be able to build this house, but I'd be able to destroy this house. And he's 100% spot on. Spoiling, yeah, is a lot easier than creating. Setting up a team to defend is a lot easier than setting up a team to score goals. This fucker can't do neither, but somehow he was one of the most sought after managers in Europe. I guess we're all idiots then. Because he's not a good manager. He's done us all. This Man United team do nothing well. Don't defend well, don't attack well, don't apply pressure on the ball well. There's no team structure on or off the ball. The whole thing is a shambles, and we can't be blaming the players now. This is a whole new Man United team. Pretty much Ineos have brought in about at least 11 players. It can't be the players anymore. It can't be them. Especially when you're getting managers that are coming in with no transfer window and improving teams. Or having such a shoestring budget where they have to sell their best players. Iraola at Bournemouth. Bournemouth have had to sell their best players in order to do any type of business, bro. Bournemouth are still one of the teams that have had one of the best starts to the season, irrespective who they've played. Doesn't matter. You still need to beat what's in front of you. At the moment right now, I couldn't pick a team right now and saying, I want to play this team next because we'll definitely beat them, bro. Because we fucking struggled against Burnley. Ruben Amorim is a disgrace to Manchester United. Ineos, you have a flipping job to do. We've got Chelsea next. We're probably going to lose that. After we lose the Chelsea game, sack this guy, bruv. Because there's almost an air of inevitability around the departure of this manager. So just make it fucking snappy, because as it stands right now, yeah, the season is still there. Like, it's still too early to even talk about salvaging a season. It's not even a salvage thing. It's not a salvage thing. You get a run of games together, 4 or 5 wins, all of a sudden, you're looking half decent, innit? Like, we're not in salvage territory yet, but we're fucking close.